This is the DeClasse Tahoma Coupe. It came with the Drug Wars DLC, and I am really excited to test this car. You may ask yourself, what do I get with this fine ride? Well, for one, it cruises like a dream. It has a cambered wheel option, it looks great with aftermarket, and the liveries are choice. Not to mention, it sounds great. What should really take the cake is it's not a Benny's car. There are no hidden fees, no extra purchases. You buy this, take it to any LS tuner, and all these awesome options are right there on the list. A few mods later, and you have an easy car to win at a car show. But that's not all. The car retails for $1,500,000, sure, but I paid nothing for it, nada, zilch. As part of a heist challenge, Rockstar just gave it away for completely free. I know, it's crazy, right? If you acted fast enough, all you paid for is the mods. See, the only thing left to really ask yourself right now is, does it perform well? So we're going to test it right now on our 3 specialized tracks. We're going to find out. Welcome to Grapeseed Circuit, and this is where we test the acceleration, the handling, and the braking of the Tahoma Coupe. Now, this car sounded really great. It felt really great. It still felt rather heavy in the turns, but even with that heaviness, for a muscle car, it sat really flat. It felt like a really good performer. And what I really appreciated about this car, that's unlike many of the other cars that you use in Rockstar, is that I really felt that I could get used to finding my points really quickly. So how you get into a turn and brake, where you want to enter a turn and where you want to exit, it really reads it very well for a muscle car. It's very uncommon to have one that could be this well driven, and I think it would be a really great car for a person who is learning how to drive or learning how to race. Unfortunately, it's not very fast. Against the VIPPrimo, it gave up 12.66 seconds. Now, obviously that's an HSW mod, but even for the non-HSW Weevil, it was still 10.028 seconds down from being the fastest car on the track. And there's no way that you're going to be competitive losing that kind of time every lap. So it's not going to be a car you're going to race Grapeseed with. It's going to be a car that you get for free, that you have an opportunity to take out to the track, find out where your braking points is, and learn how to drive with it if you even want to take it out on the track at all. Welcome to Route 68. Here it's all about top speed, and really this has become such a crazy competitive thing because there's a lot of top speed out there. The biggest competitor that it has against it right now is the VIPPrimo HSW, which it is a massive 31.417 seconds behind. Now that really isn't that big a deal because the VIPPrimo itself is faster than some jet cars, but the other competition is its non-HSW counterpart, which is the Weevil, which is able to outrun it by 23.324 seconds. To put it in perspective, the Tahoma Coupe is about as fast as a Super Diamond is, the sedan version. So yeah, it is not winning any top speed challenges anytime soon. So yeah, maybe drag racing is not its thing. Welcome to Going Down, and this is where we test the off-road capabilities of the Tahoma Coupe. And if you've been paying attention so far, you can know that the car is relatively underpowered and it probably won't do as well here. And that's very true. Its only competition is the Buffalo STX, which does a 124, so it gives up 13.786 seconds to the Buffalo in the off-road course. But I'll tell you a little secret. To know if a car is good handling or not, I like to compare it from Grapeseed's time and Going Down's time, and those times are usually very similar. One thing that we see that's a little bit weird with the Tahoma is even though its handling is very good, it tends to, when it gets off the road, want to spin around like a coupe does, which is kind of weird for that, but that's more of a flag issue that Rockstar set up. So I think it's something that you kind of have to ignore, especially with this. They probably put it there just because they wanted to keep consistent with the muscle car thing. But it really does say that this is a very good handling car, and really its only weakness is it's severely underpowered. It's a good cruising car. It's a good per se track car, but it's not very good when you put it up against everything else. And I think that's kind of a letdown for this car. I think it's in some respects a fail. It would be good that if you could upgrade it enough to kind of partially be competitive, but again, it's a free car, so I can't say much more than that. Is that you're getting this car for nothing, and you're getting a car that really drives well and is a very cruiser-oriented car. So sure, it didn't do well on dirt, sure it didn't do well on the track, but its only problem is it just doesn't have enough power. And hopefully, or maybe down the road, we may see something like a Benny's option for this that'll kind of pick it up and take over where the other ones messed up and be able to do something with this car, because I really like the handling. I really like the performance to it. It is kind of sad that it's not a competitive car, but still, overall, I really had a lot of fun with it. So what's the verdict on the Tahoma Coupe? Well, it's got okay braking. It has good acceleration. It has exceptional handling, and it has through-the-roof style. The only glaring deficit that it has, it's ridiculously bad top speed. So the question is would I recommend a car like this? And the answer has to be yes. And there's going to be two reasons for that. First is if you picked up the game right now and you said you wanted to learn how to race, you could pick this car up for no money whatsoever, take it to any track, get used to driving in the GTA architecture, develop some really good habits, and it would serve you very well down the road. And even if you weren't a race car driver and you said, you know what, I just want to have a car that I can take to a show and potentially win, this is a car that you could start GTA tomorrow, go in, pick it up for free, do a couple of little things for mods, go to your first car show, and have a definite potential of winning. There's just so much that you can do with this from the look side of it, that it really offsets everything else it has in the flaw department, even if it didn't handle well. And that's unfortunate, because the biggest flaw that it has really does keep it from being any type of competition whatsoever. It's not something that I think they'll fix down the road. It would be nice, but at the end of the day, appreciate the car for what it is. Pick this up, take it out for a spin, drive a car that's comfortable to drive, that's fun to roll around with, it sounds really well, and maybe it'll reawaken or newly awaken some of those feelings of what it is to have a good car and have fun in the GTA environment. And also, there's one thing I think that we may have mentioned in the past. It's free. So there's that. Thank you guys for checking out the review today. I hope you liked what we did with the Tahoma Coupe. This was a really fun car. It's definitely one that's going to go into my garage. I'm going to keep it for a while. I'm probably going to drive it quite a bit. It's not my favorite car, funny enough, but I think it has a definite potential to be one of those top kind of throwback cars. We're going to go to a car show, or if I want to hit the track a little bit, and you know, those testy tracks that you're like, I'm just going to try it out to see what it's like. It's always a good fallback car, and just a car that you can go back and enjoy. And I just love how many mods and aftermarket options it has for it. So great car, great experience. We're going to continue to have some more cars out for testing. We're going to continue to bring some more stuff. I found out I didn't do the ULP mission, so I got to go back and do all that stuff. So I got a lot more stuff to do, a lot more stuff to present to you. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll be back soon. You guys have a great time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget the bell icon. We will talk to you soon. You guys have a great day. We'll see you then. Bye.